young black men, please stay out of jail. Please stay out of jail. Look at the young boy TK in his thumbnail. Look how he looks. TK is in his early 20s. He looked like he's 43 years old right now. I'm not even trying to be funny or nothing. Look how, like, all that stress from all them years. He got 55 years, and then he accumulated more charges since he been in prison. For those who don't know, this the young boy that his rap name is TK. He made the song The Race. He went on the run, cut off his house arrest ban. And then I think in the process of doing that, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, he was with another group. He was with another young man who took another man's life at a Chick-fil-A, I believe it was, at a restaurant. I think it was a Chick-fil-A, right? And now he didn't pull the trigger, but he was with that person, and, you know, he was already on the run. You know what I mean? So they threw them charges on him as well. And at the time, he was a young lost boy, no guidance, running around, acting wild, thinking it was cool, thinking it was okay, because a lot of these young kids think life is a video game. They saw and emulated what a lot of and I hate to say this, I'm in Chicago, Illinois, Southside to be specific. They saw what a lot of the shorties here were doing and how they were living their lives while it was being documented by all these vloggers like academics, and everybody was documenting the wild, reckless lives of the young men here, and they wanted to emulate that. They thought it was cool. They thought it was, I guess they thought it was clout worthy to have a wild, reckless life and to be out here living with reckless abandon, with no regard for nothing. And look what happened. The young brother got a slash on his neck. TK in the thumbnail got a slash on his neck, like somebody cut him with a knife. You know what I'm saying? Look at his hairline. His hairline looked like it's starting to recede. And again, he's in his early 20s. Now, a lot of the young dudes in drill rap in Chicago, they got long years like that. A lot of the brothers, they got a long time in jail. Majority of them, their hairline started to recede in their early 20s because they stressed out. They in there stressed out thinking about, oh, I got to do all this time. I got to survive this time. You know, what's going to happen, you know, with my woman, my girlfriend back at the crib. Some of them might have children they can't even take care of. Some of the people that vow to always be there for them, not picking up the phone. They not coming to visit. They not sending no money. You can't get in touch with them no more. A lot of the people that you called your day ones, they gone. And that's how this stuff happens. You know what I mean? And first of all, that's why when dudes deal in the streets, a lot of the dudes that deal in the streets, they day one homies, snake them out in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. They go, as soon as they go to jail, they right-hand man trying to get at their old lady. One of their other partners trying to call her the same day, trying to come over there. Let me come check on you. All that other bullshit. You know, a lot of that stuff happens. Now, not in every case. You got some dudes that really are loyal out there, but a lot of them aren't, and it's to no shock because they live in a snake-type lifestyle. But again, look at that young brother TK. Early 20s and look like he in his early 40s. Stress is crazy. They don't got access to a lot of stuff in there. Like I have family members that have did hard time in jail. I'm talking about 12 years, 10 years, right? And some would even consider that hard time. Some people say hard time is 20 years and stuff like that, right? But I have close relatives that have done 12, 13 years, stuff like that. And brothers in there will bust your head for a Twinkie. They will cut you up about a Hostess cupcake because it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's a luxury in jail you got to pay a lot of money for that in there. Let a dude think you took one of his Hostess cupcakes, man. He will be ready to shank you in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a different world. It's a different world. A lot of these dudes barbaric in there. A lot of these dudes just full of aggression, full of anger, because they know they probably never coming home. Some of them know they could come home, but it's going to be like way down the line somewhere when they old and gray. And it's not a cool thing. That young brother, I'm like, if he got a grandmother or somebody, unfortunately, by the time, if he ever sees the light of day, because that's just 55 years is crazy. You know what I'm saying? That is, he probably be, By that, before he get up out of there, he might be already deceased. Unfortunately, it's unfortunately to say that, but that very well may be the case. And you thinking about, if you got a grandmama in there, your grandma gonna be gone. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of brothers that was raised by their grandmama doing 40 years. Your grandma probably gonna be gone by the time you finish that time, or well before that. Well before that time is up. Grandmama only one supporting them. Grandma only one coming to see them. Grandma the only one putting money on the books. Grandma answering the call every single time. And then grandma eventually gonna be gone, and you gotta sit down and do that time like alone for the most part. Unless you go find a girl you can come talk to on the phone. A lot of them brothers in jail do that. But yeah, I can just imagine. Like, I remember, like, a lot of the dudes in the drill culture, they got them hard time like that. Again, losing their hair. It's a stressful thing. I didn't heard about brothers being in jail, sleeping that they in the free world, sleeping, having dreams like they in the free world, kicking it with their friends, their girlfriend, all of that. You wake up in a cell. That's traumatic. It's very traumatic. And I know TK right now wish he could take all of that stuff back. You know what I mean? And man, and some of it, again, some of these young brothers don't have positive males in their life, and they just cling to whatever they emulate, whatever they see on YouTube, on TV, because kids are impressionable. You know, when they're that young, they just want to emulate everything they see. And by the time that their brain develops, by the time they develop cognitively, they realize everything was for nothing. Man. But I saw this picture of this young brother. I say, man, this is crazy. You know, and he looked like he had to bulk up a little bit, been bulking up, because there ain't nothing in there to do but that. Probably, you know what I'm saying? You probably go play some basketball, play some sports, work out. And other than that, you in there just with men all day long, dealing with whatever, dealing with the food that's not really good. A lot of people, they don't like the food there. Dealing with the fact that a man got to tell you when you can shower, when you can use a phone, when you can eat, when you can go outside, when you can see your family, when you can see your friends, when you can, everything. It's just a whole different lifestyle. And I don't think that if you're in your right mind, that's no place you should aspire to be. You know, it's not. Because I'm guaranteeing you, he got a ton of regrets right now sitting in that chair. You know, he was a little bitty kid. You could tell when he was doing them videos, just lost. You could tell. And you like, man, this young kid, he don't know what he in store for. He think all of this is cool. His brain not even developed to understand what's on the other side of this. It's not a video game. It's not Grand Theft Auto. We can stop the game, go back to act like ain't nothing happened. No, even in the streets, once you get too far in, ain't no really going back. That's why, like, I remember when people would talk about the drill rappers, like, man, they should have just stopped that and should have just led a completely different life eventually. Man, it's sometimes when brothers have done too much, they don't care if you living your life like Kirk Franklin, if you living like Marvin Sapp and them, they wouldn't care. Certain enemies see you out, what they call opposition. Certain opposition see you outside. They don't care if you turned a new leaf. They remember what you did and what you were saying and how you was acting and what you were doing to certain people that was close to them. They remember you for the menace, the menace lifestyle that you once used to live, or the reckless stuff you used to do. And their mind don't go to who you are now. They think, oh no, I see him. I know what he used to be on. So again, sometimes when you get too far in, ain't no pulling back. Unfortunately, you can change, but you're going to have to move to a whole nother city. And a lot of brothers don't got resources to do that. They don't got no money, no family members to go live with and in a whole nother place. So you lead your path, you walk down a path of destruction, and you can't escape it because you ain't got no money to move nowhere. So now you here. And even though you changed your life, you stuck on an island in your own city because you can't go down that block, that block, that block. Can't go to that mall, that movie theater in that neighborhood. You can't go to this spot. You got to send a girl into the store because you might run into some enemies in the store. So you got to send her in and go get what you want to get. You got to send your little cousin in. You got to put your family in harm's way. That ain't a good lifestyle, man. But I'm looking at the young dude take care. I said, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. Because in another 10 years, the brother going to even look older. You know, and that stress, the trauma, the regret have people in there they go into a complete shock a lot of times, especially, well, maybe he probably passed that point because he been in there. TK been in there what? How long TK been in there? 7 years now? 6, 7 years, something like that. He been locked up for a while. Now, it might have been, like 7, maybe 7 years, I think. And in that time span, he has aged tremendously, man. So it's cautionary tale, young man. Stay away from jail. Dude, find you something that you're good at. Find you a hobby, or find you, if you're gifted, work on that gift. Work on that gift. Hone your abilities. Work on your craft till you get to the highest possible level of it in it. But please don't live a life of destruction, because don't nothing good come from it, man. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out, y'all. Peace.